Hi, uh, I welcome each and every viewer of this broadcast. There could be a lighting problem. My face may not be visible to you clearly. Hope it's not a problem. Uh, since there were specific requests and concerns of volunteers of Tamil Nadu and Kerala on concerns vis-a-vis bypoll scheduled in both the states for one legislative seats in both the states, and some more concerns vis-a-vis my visits to the states. This broadcast is specific to these two states volunteers, and I have received many mails, many SMSs, whereby concerns of various nature, various gravity, intensity have been raised. I would like to address all of these to the extent possible. Uh, First is there has been concern that whosoever has been working in whatever capacity so far, uh, what should they do? Uh, you know, I do not know the states yet. That is, I do not know the volunteers there. I do not know their capacity, their capabilities, the domain expertise which they may possess, the commitment they may have to ideologies of Aam Aadmi Party, uh, anything and everything about volunteers, the office bearers, if at all they have been given a position in the past. We got to see each and everything. So I don't want anybody to be teaching anybody else on issues like this. Uh, as I stated earlier, that you have to maintain a status quo. It's a question of a couple of days more before I land in your state, uh, and then we will sort out everything. But one thing is very clear, that a lot of work has to be done in both the states. If at all any volunteer from other states in which other than Tamil Nadu and Kerala, uh, then I'm also visiting in those states. But then this Google Hangout is specifically for volunteers from these two states. Uh, when the objective is clear, and the objective is not to get hold of a position, get hold of a seat, get hold of. See, I am there for specific one purpose: to help you build Aam Aadmi Party in your state to an extent, to the extent that you can win election and form a government. I've got nothing to do more than this. That I'm helping you build Aam Aadmi Party in your own state. I'm not going to be contesting election from your state. I do not have any relative to be accommodated in those states. So my objective is quite clear. My party, our party, has uh, given me this responsibility to build the party organizationally. That is, to build the party cadre, whereby we can end up in the time to come per booth 10 youth minimum. So objectivity has to be clear. Everything else will fall in line. If objectivity at all involves personal glorification, if that at all involves uh, something of the kind that somebody has an agenda which is different from that of the party, then there will be problem. So all those individuals, all those volunteers who have continued in their struggle for clean politics, and has stood by the party's ideologies, and has not drifted from any of the core principles on which the party is formed, everything else can be sorted out. So I would sincerely urge through this video chat, Google Hangout, that have patience, hold your guns. We'll be sorting out everything and anything, provided what I've stated before, that you possess. Now comes to the question of elections. Depending, because I received many requests through emails, SMSs, in that was, and those SMSs and emails for as well as against fighting elections, the bypoll. I took the requests of volunteers and decided to put it before the PAC, as well as Honorable Arvind Kejriwal ji and every member of Political Affairs Committee. Believe me, everybody expressed sort of satisfaction that our volunteers, they are working so hard that they have thought of contesting an election. But at the same time, what I have been told, and that we have to keep in mind, politics is not a short-time affair. Serving the fellow human beings is not short-time affair. It requires a lot of patience. And you must not go to a battle if you're not the fittest. At least you believe so. The confidence level and the preparation, both on these accounts, many people communicated to me that we are not ready. Just after a year, just after 1 year, you have election in Tamil Nadu as well as in Kerala. I've received informations that in both these constituencies, our cadre is not available. The local cadre is not available. We're not prepared vis-a-vis resources, vis-a-vis confidence level. If you go to a battlefield without preparation, the consequences are they could be very damaging, because your enemies, your political enemies, will gauge you from the result of one assembly. In my humble submission, as well as in line with what PAC suggested, and what the many volunteers have communicated, this is not the right time to contest election. If any individual, any volunteer would like to contest election on these two seats, they can do so as an independent. But Truly speaking, let's not waste our resources, our energies, money, and the hope, which is the fulcrum of Aam Aadmi Party vis-a-vis common man, common people. That hope must not die. Fighting a seat is not important. Important is, if this seat which you fight for, sends signals vis-a-vis our preparation, vis-a-vis our strength, vis-a-vis our strategy, they'll be very damaging to when we decide to contest election. Will be ready otherwise. Hence, let's focus on building the organization. Let's focus on connecting with the people across the state. Let's focus on building those districts where we are weak. Let's focus on reaching out to every house where they understand what Aam Aadmi Party is, what is its ideology, how different this party is from other political parties, how committed are these volunteers, what is our agenda, and how good we are doing at Delhi. Delhi government has achieved many things in these 100 days, which are unbelievable. Hence, let's focus our energies in that direction. And the people and the volunteers who wanted to contest this election, to them, I want to say, when you have a big battle to win, you may have to lose many small battles. So don't be discontented, don't be disappointed, don't be disheartened. The volunteers who did not want to contest election, they're not the ones who want to put you down, or the PAC does not want to put you down. They all respect you, they hold you in in high esteem. I'll let you know the schedule when I'm coming to your state, and I'll take up now questions which you want me to respond to, if at all they are left out in my 15 minutes of talk given to you so far. As I stated, that we have to be prepared to take head on with political parties who are in the fray in bypoll election. The preparation has to be of the kind that every other volunteer in the state must perceive that to be in a mood to give most befitting reply to the opponents. And my feeling uh, after having discussions with the volunteers from the state and people who have been in the leadership role, is we are not yet ready to give a fight which would defeat our opponents. Hence that decision of not fighting the bypoll. और कुछ है? ये मेरा वो जो Plan. Visit plan. 6, 7, 5. Print out. I would now give you my state visit plan. There is an email, there is an SMS from a friend who who's saying that kindly approve the election. My friend, I'm nobody to approve or disapprove. As I stated earlier, there are preparation level, because I have been told that the RK Nagar Assembly for Tamil Nadu volunteers, the manpower which is required from the local strength is not available, and we have only 1 year to go before we face assembly election 2016. So that's not a too big a time. So if we can dedicate ourselves, and I'm coming, I'll be a very frequent visitor. I'll be available to you as a friend whenever you will need me. We will build the organization. There is another SMS from Tamil Nadu. And I've been told that at least look for the profiles who applied in Tamil Nadu for election. I would love to look at that. Kindly send me those profiles, and we can surely look at those profiles for giving responsibilities. That what could be the task assigned to those profiles in our fight to stand against corrupt politicians, corrupt political parties, against corruption. As I said earlier, politics is a thing for which requires a lot of patience. You have to be patient enough before you plunge into direct confrontation with the heavy political parties. You need preparation. And my visit is solely to assess the preparation and the identifying the voids which we all together will fill in. Another SMS I have from Tamil Nadu itself, which says they need freedom at booth level. You have all the freedom, my friend. You would never find me in your way of building the party, which should become a threat just by the very look to other political parties. You have all the freedom to build this political party as your party. My visit to Tamil Nadu is like this. I'll be flying on 6th of June from Delhi, and landing possibly, because I meant to book my ticket. I would need help from you, friends, further to fix my itinerary. I'll be landing in Tamil Nadu on 7th of June morning. That's Sunday. And I'll be there available on 7th, full 7th and full 8th for Tamil Nadu. On 9th, I'll be visiting to Pondicherry, Puducherry, two districts. One full day I'll spend in Puducherry. Then from there, I'll fly to Kerala. And I'll spend 2 full days on 10th and 11th. And the evening of 11th, I've decided to spend in another district of Puducherry, which is Mahe. This is my schedule for Tamil Nadu, Puducherry, and Kerala. The rest, if my other friends are watching this Google Hangout, I'll be back to Delhi on 11th evening, possibly 12th morning, where I have one meeting to attend in Malvinagar. 13th, I'll be meeting Arvindji and PSC possibly with the reports. 13th evening, I'll fly to Vijayawada, and I'll be in Andhra Pradesh for full 2 days, 14th and 15th. And then I'll move to Telangana, 16th, 17th, I'll be there in Telangana, and 18th, I'll visit Yamun. That is another district of Puducherry, which is closer to Andhra Pradesh. And 18th evening, I'll fly back to Delhi. So that's my schedule, and I'll have it emailed to you also. There can be another friend has said that we are ready to participate in the election. This is the right time. Why party avoid this? We have 500 volunteers ready to participate. My friend, I have seen the fate of going to election unprepared. There were friends who had advised to go for election in across the nation for Lok Sabha election in 2014, and we all know the fate. As I said it earlier, let's have patience. Politics is not a short-term journey; it's a long-term journey. One friend has said that it is not a good chance to fight against corruption when none of the major parties are contesting. I agree. I agree with you entirely. But none of you is prepared to say that you will win this election. In a year of time, we have election in Tamil Nadu. Let's prepare ourselves to an extent that PAC and the central leadership feels happy to allow us to go for election. Fighting election for the sake of election, we have learned the lessons when we went for Lok Sabha elections because of a couple of friends' advice, and how we ended up with. I have fought election. Aam Aadmi Party has fought election. Many of you have participated in the election in Delhi, and you know the kind of preparation we had made throughout. So let's hold the guns. You will get a lot of time to see yourself as political leaders and contest election. Don't worry. God is with you. God is with us. And one friend has said that I should announce my visits to Kerala and Tamilnadu and other southern states through Facebook. Yes, let me just send you the itinerary, and then you go ahead and you can announce it by posters, by banners, by Facebook, by Twitter, by SMS, email, whatever you want. In all the states I'm visiting, I'm going to be having, with the help of you, a state level meeting with all the volunteers from across the state. So I'm looking forward to meet you soon, and I I have I have full faith in you, in your capability. We only need to be together in this journey against corruption. I hope I have answered the queries. I hope I have answered the uncertainties. I hope you would understand this decision of not opting for election at this point of time. Uh, with these words, I end my talk. I'm longing to see you guys face to face and see what all we can do together. How do we take Aam Aadmi Party in this fight against corruption full-fledged with all our might? Your might is very powerful, but we need to be together for that. No decision which is made democratically would make happy everybody, but that is how democracy runs. And once we decide to stick to, once the group decides to stick to one decision, then nobody else in the group has a right to go out and speak against. If we have a viewpoint, with your viewpoint, we can make everybody understand. And with this, I have committed myself that a decision which is done using discussions, using debates, the differences end once the decision is taken. Thank you. It's a pleasure to pass on my views, and I'm looking forward to see you soon. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.